So we have first reactions for the upcoming Black Adam movie, and I want to point out that Warner really needs this movie to be a hit. More so than in the past, because they are really cutting down on stuff. Yesterday I talked about how Cartoon Network Studios and a lot of the other departments in their TV kind of branch are in a lot of trouble. They laid off over 100 people, 125 positions, which is a lot. And apparently Cartoon Network is going to be merging into Warner Brothers Animation. And Cartoon Network Studios will be dissolving because of the layoffs going on right now. 26% of the Warner Brothers television workforce was let go. 82 employees were said to have been fired, and a total of 125 positions are expected to be lost in total. And Cartoon Network is gone. Now, I think the channel is going to stay, but as far as like a Cartoon Network studio, that's over. I wonder if they'll rename the channel. I wouldn't be shocked if they do it. I haven't watched Cartoon Network in a long time. But this is pretty bad. It flies in the face of everyone fired when they put out shit like Velma here. Velma, 209,000 dislikes, a little bit more than yesterday. Likes haven't moved. A lot of just bad press for Warner right now, which is why they really need this Black Adam movie to do good. Now, the reactions that are coming out for the people that have seen the movie, the premiere just happened the other day, are pretty good, except for a couple, which has got me interested in this, because usually first reactions are nothing but chills. But this really shows you the difference between Marvel and Disney and Warner and DC. Because if this was some kind of Marvel product, the first reactions would all be like, amazing, this is the best Marvel product yet. This movie is going to change your life. This movie is amazing. All that stuff. The best Marvel product since last Marvel product. We've seen it a million times. But when it comes to other studios, they don't usually play ball. They'll play ball with Marvel products, but not DC products. So you get a little bit more of a real reaction in some cases. Now, spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. Just want to put that out there. Go ahead and skip over the next 20 seconds if you don't want to hear this, but Henry Cavill is back as Superman. I've seen the leaked post-credit scene. He's back. He's only in a post-credit scene, though. That's it. You can tell that it was made quickly for this. Like, they weren't sure if they're going to get it. This confirms a lot of the leaks about the movie. Like, there was a leak that there was a Superman suit, and they were working on getting Henry Cavill to come into it. Now, that means Black Adam versus Superman is probably going to be a movie, which would be pretty damn cool. I would love to watch that movie, actually, especially if they're bringing Henry Cavill back. But he's in it, which is encouraging because it didn't look like we were ever going to get him back. The fact that he's in there tells me that they've worked out a deal with him and he will be coming back. Maybe just as doing cameos, I don't know. I hope he gets his own movie. That'd be great, but I bet you that they've signed him to some kind of deal for multiple movies. That would be my guess. But let's take a look at some of this. So Eric Davis says, DC's Black Adam rocks, tons of action characters you are instantly invested in, and terrific pacing. Dwayne Johnson finds a great balance in being menacing and badass, but also empathetic. Especially loved Adis Hoge's Hawkman and Pierce Brosnan's Dr. Fate. More JSA movies, please. Dr. Fate is in this. And from what I hear, he's a standout, which is great to me. I love Dr. Fate. I think he's cool cool as hell. He's way cooler than Doctor Strange, in my opinion. Ben Rolfe says, the Black Adam DC movie is the most action-packed film to date for DC. It's a nonstop thrill ride that is all about spectacle, and it knows it. There is barely any time to breathe or even talk. At The Rock is a perfect Black Adam, plus Pierce Brosnan is the standout. This film will leave fans buzzing. This person says, Black Adam is everything that I'd hoped it would be and more. A Snyder-esque anti-hero spectacle that delivers big action and impressive set pieces. Dwayne Johnson transforms into Black Adam, a role that he was born to play. Here's another one, nonstop action, stuff like that. I want to get to some of the other ones, though. So here's a negative one. And this is why the first reactions are interesting, because like they're not playing ball this time, which a lot of times they do. So you're getting more mixed reactions. Most of the first reactions I've seen have been pretty positive, but you also get stuff like this. Had to go through metal detectors for the Black Adam NY screening. Well, that's a good thing. Why would you complain about that, especially in New York City? Like, I don't want any, like, you got a lot of crazy-ass people in New York City. I just saw a short where guys in New York, and they had a big sign up, like a billboard. Somebody paid for it to put it up. And it said, if you don't like mugging, if you don't like getting mugged, maybe you're the problem. This is old New York, man. So here's what he had to say about the movie. Pity it's bad, no emotional death, zero sense of peril for the main character, and dull CGI battles. Here's another bad one. Black Adam struggles to find its footing at first, but owns the Justice Society, but once the Justice Society enters, it becomes more fun to watch. Dwayne Johnson's anti-hero presents an intriguing new dynamic to the DCEU. Solid visual effects, weak villain, post-credit scene, got the biggest reaction of all. So this one's kind of a mixed one. Struggles. It's basically saying it's okay, not great. Post-credit scene, that's the Henry Cavill thing. I've seen a clip of that, and the audience does go crazy. I'm surprised they leave it in they didn't try to work that in just at the end of the movie, but because some people will leave. I've already seen the post-credits, so I'm going to leave before it's over. I hate sitting through the credits. Like, I want to go. But this one, I think, is probably a little bit more real. Like, this is probably what the movie is going to be. It's going to probably be just an okay movie. Good action, stuff like that. And I think that's what the most you could ask for a comic book movie. It's just, you know, nothing really blows anybody away anymore because we've kind of seen it all at this point. But it is nice to hear that this movie is like a good action movie. The second trailer got me interested in watching this. I think people are going to like it, but I also don't think it's going to blow anybody away. I don't think it's going to have a huge box office. I think it's going to do well at the box office because the projections for this movie have changed 2 times. The first projections had it doing weak. Second ones boosted it up. So it's really up in the air how this is going to do at the box office. Warner needs this to be a hit. They need it to take a lot of the conversation off of them shutting shit down. Taking some of the reactions off of Velma would help as well, because this just keeps getting worse. But, you know, we'll see. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Let me know what you guys think. Also, if you would, please like, subscribe, share the video. Make sure you're still subscribed. Hit that notification bell. I'll see you on the next one. Peace. Make sure to check out my locals. There's a link in the description. It's a fun community that I'm trying to build over here. If you don't want to support me on YouTube, you can come over here. None of that money goes to YouTube. You also can just come over here for free. But if you are a supporter over here, I do plan on doing an extra live stream once a month and throwing links to the supporters so you can actually come on and have a supporter live stream with me. Also, it's a good place to catch all of my content. You don't have to worry about notifications like YouTube. They'll definitely work over here. So come check out my locals.